boss showcase. This is essentially how it works.
The altar of oblivion.
So you finally returned to me, and with a guest. But first, prove yourselves
Wondering why my dodge rating's so bad.
Face us.
Alright, so we're gonna dash, we're gonna throw our net, then we're gonna throw a bunch of acid flash. We're dead. So I mean, like the acid flask is like when everything like buffs, it's doing like way over 2 million, and this is so it's pretty good. Let's throw a couple of these. Let's put some nets on the ground. He will do that, and then we'll take a here. Watch this. He just kind of melts. Throw some acid flask. Okay. We'll throw some of these while he's doing that, and then we'll throw some more. And we'll get our mana back. I don't care whether you use net or acid flask. Either one works for replenishing mana, but this will be your damage. So yeah, you saw a glimpse of what our damage would be. I don't know how this is going to work against Super Abby. I really haven't invested in defense right now. I don't think it will. I mean, it could. But this is the build that I have so far, so it's fun.
No.
+2 increased more for. Oh, that's a good one. That's actually pretty good. God, we need to throw that into an egg. Anyways, that'll be for the next stream. All right, guys. Well, that's pretty much the build there. Good news, none of the gear is locked behind Uber. All right, guys, I'm going to do like a quick kind of showcase. It's less of a build guide, but this is my explosive trap, acid flask, blade dancer. Real quick, let's go over the skills. We're using acid flask, shift, net, smoke bomb, and explosive trap. You'll notice we have a lot of plus the skills. You'll see that from our equipment, but essentially we spec'd into hit damage, crit chance, knowledge of immunity, a little bit of armor shred. So yeah, that's what we got going on here. For the dash, we went into cleanse ailments to supplement the cleanse ailments we get from smoke bomb, but essentially this is going to buff. We're going to deal more damage with our non-channeled skill after shifting. It's a melee attack. I just kind of put my last point in there. We're going to be invulnerable while shifting, and we got some dodge rating while shifting as well. But pretty, you know, nothing special here with shift. With net, we're going to be using it to proc our smoke bomb, and also we're using it to proc a Huntress advantage. So we have we get more damage against slower immobilized, and we're also getting an attack speed buff. The rest of this is just to apply frailty and get some area. And I threw 1 point in here because why not? I mean, the puncture's 0 cost. Smoke bomb, we're using it to get our shadows, to also get smoke blades for additional throwing damage for 4 seconds. We're also getting some cleanse ailments, and of course down here this is pretty standard. And we're also using it to get Dusk Shroud, which is glancing blow and dodge rating. And lastly, on explosive trap, you're going to see here we went full in on the mana cost. But I'm going to show you the passive tree, and you'll see why we were able to do that. Pretty standard, but this up here, this is I spec'd into this since we're proccing puncture, and puncture is a melee hit, and this will actually attach an explosive trap. So even when we're using this skill here, we can still get a trap off or two every once in a while. But yeah, we maxed out the damage on explosive trap as well as you know, slinging our acid flasks. Moving on to the passives. I have in the rogue tree, it's pretty aggressive, I think, but maxed out Swift Assassin, 1 point in Guile, 1 point in Evasion, 5 points Agility, 1 point in Twin Blade so we can dual wield, and 4 points here in Sapping Strikes. This actually, we're able to replenish our mana. We get some health gain, but we're able to replenish our mana from when we use Explosive Trap and essentially dump it on the boss. And whether we're using Acid Flask to get it back or net, either one works. And then 5 points here in Steady Hand. Over here in Blade Dancer, 1 point in Flow, 5 points here in Rhythm, no points here in Tempo. It doesn't matter to us, we're not really doing melee. I had 6 points here just because I needed a point dump. 8 points in Cloak of Shadows, 8 points in Shroud of Dusk. I just did that mainly for the health and the chance to get Dust Shroud when hit. 5 points here so we can get our increased attack speed, max out Critical Eye, max out All In. This for crit chance and crit multi, and also for some crit avoidance. And then 1 point here in Path all the way to Exuberance for increased health, or increased damage at full health. Marksman, this is where I'm actually going to finish in. But in Falconer, we have 15 points to unlock net. I did 5 in Raptor Rings, 6 in Wilderness, 4 here so we can get the mana on dodge. And we get percent dodge and increased mana regen. In Marksman, I max this out for the dexterity. I'm going to finish the last 8 points here, so I'm going to put, I figured I'll put 6 points here, we're already crit capped, and then a couple points there. Looking at the gear, I've been grinding at this pretty hard, so this is not like a starting build, but this is what I have so far. I have some ideas of what would be better, of course, but right now, I've got a Peak of the Mountain, and I was able to slam T7 increased damage while wielding a dagger. I mean, you can't go without this damage. Look what happens when we take this off. So, I mean, we're missing like 400,000 or 500,000 on the sheet alone with that. The Elico, get a T7 Acid Flask. That's what we're rocking here. I would have rather the percent health. I had a T6 percent health that didn't slam on this. It slammed everything but we did get the T7 Acid Flask. Up here, I've just been using this for the +2 to skills. I used this on a Falconer version, and it was okay. It was pretty good. But the +2 to skills, all res, and whatnot, I mean, this is just a really good amulet. It's hard to beat it. In the offhand, managed to get a Trader's Tongue. I think, actually, I have a better Trader's Tongue than that. We're going to do more damage, actually. This is actually kind of sick. So I mixed it up. So yeah, I got a crit multi, fire damage, and shred armor. So let's go ahead and do that. And then, yeah. Let's get our damage back up. Okay, so now we're at 1.5 sheet. On Acid Flask. That's good, right? Yeah, I forgot where I put my points. Point here. This really doesn't matter. The area. Point there. Point there. Okay, cool. Well, I forgot about that. So we're actually going to be doing more damage. So I got pretty lucky here. So we got our Trader's Tongue. I got 3 LP. Pretty much perfect in every way. Over here we got a Velocin's Jaw. We managed to get LP on it. Got the +4 to Dex. Decent roll on the flat Dex. Crit multi all the way. We also have a pretty slamming belt. Printed this using the Weaver Tree. T7 hybrid health and throwing damage. Jesus, I'm looking at my gear and it's actually all right. Over here, this, I mean, the ring, half of it helps us. I mean, it's a good ring. I mean, ruby rings are kind of the way to go for damage output. If I have another heirloom drop with 2 or 3 LP, I'll more than likely pick that for the flat health, but we'll see. But yeah, you want to get your -5 throwing attack mana cost slammed. I got lucky and got throwing attack speed on this one. Over here, I got halfway lucky. These gloves are pretty good. I mean, I'm using it mainly for the percent dodge rate and the flat health. Everything on here is pretty good. If you're going for like full damage, you can use a Larotha's I don't know how to say the name, but it's like a claw. It's a glove that has one of the affixes is crit multi for throwing attacks, but this is the best glove that I had so far. There was a good balance of everything. For the relic, I missed the crit multi slam, but I'll actually take the void res. It's helping me out right now. But you want to get T7 throwing damage and hopefully some crit multi. I'm using this for leech, even though we're not leeching off crits. That more damage to ignite, and then the burning daggers. I mean, it's okay supplemental damage, so I can't complain. And then down here, these boots are just proving to be like really, really, really good. The Vion's Chariot. I would say alternates would be you can use oh my gosh, stealth or fiery dragon boots, but I'm really liking these. These are just good all the way around. Idols, pretty much anything. The best idol would be Vanquisher's Stout Weaver idol of the Salamander. So preferably we'd want to go for Vanquishers, but if not, I would say the next best would be going for the Scorching of the Salamander. But really the biggest thing in here is the fire res. So we're crit capped, so I'm not really concerned about the severing part of some of these. But you'll notice here it's either Ellie res or fire res. Because of everything, I mean, right now we're lacking in poison and necrotic res, so I mean, you could exchange these if you want, but right now I'm going into full damage. You'll see here that once everything is kind of like popping off, I mean, we peak on like movement speed at like just... All right, guys, I hope you like the build. I am tired. I'm logging off for the night, but anyways, I just kept rambling. I kind of did it in reverse order, and so yeah, it's kind of janky. I'll try to do it in a better order next time, but yeah, I wanted to do a showcase in the very beginning. If you want to see more of this content, let me know, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Daddy Dentist out.